Okay, so the City of West Palm Beach, we are here in the EOC, and we are actively preparing for what potentially could be a very serious Category 5 hurricane, Hurricane Irma. We are not announcing any evacuations or curfews as of yet. We expect Palm Beach County, which operates local shelters with the American Red Cross, will announce shelters openings on Friday, including openings of shelters for individuals with special needs and for pets. If you have a special need and if you have a pet, you're going to have to sign up ahead of time to reserve a space in one of those shelters. We urge you all to know where your local shelters are should you need it. We will be closing City Hall and city operations on Friday, and we will be fully activating this EOC on Friday as well. There are a couple of tips that we'd like to give people to be really clear about some of the things they need to think about. First of all, know your zone. You can find out your zone if you go to pbcgov.com, know your zone, and that will show you where you are in the map and what zone you're in. Secondly, be sure you're fully stocked up with hurricane supplies and the water that you need. If you can't find bottled water, use containers at home. We're going to use our bathtub. We've got plastic bags filled with water in our refrigerator and our freezer already. So you don't need to have bottled water. You can just store some water from the tap, and that will be helpful to you. Complete a family communication plan. Discuss with your family where you're going to be and agree on ways to contact each other. Also, sign up for local alerts on your phone. There are a couple of places you can go for that. There's an app called PBC Dart. That is from Palm Beach County. And you can also sign up for the city's Code Red. You can do that on our website at WPB.org. The city may also share information via Facebook and Twitter. So we have city Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts. You can watch on both of those to see what's going on. And please, if there's an emergency in any way, dial 911. Our emergency responders are up and ready to go, and if you need help, let us know. I'm going to stop here for a minute and turn it over to Brent Bloomfield. He is our Emergency Operations Center chief. He has been on the job for 4 weeks, and he's so happy to get going on this hurricane. Brent?
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor. As the Mayor said, we are at a level 3, which is enhanced, which is going to be an enhanced activation level. We are going to be moving to a level 2 tomorrow, which is a partial. We're going to partially activate the EOC tomorrow, and then on Friday we are going to fully activate the EOC. Mayor pretty much covered the rest of that. If you have any questions, I'll take them now.
In your bullets here that I see about construction in the city, how concerned are you guys about cranes and making sure that things that could be projectiles during the storm are secure?
So we're working on that now. Our building department is going out and working on that. Depending on the path of the storm, you know, it's uncertain right now, and once we know that, we'll get a better direction.
And I just want to say that the cranes will continue. You'll still see cranes. We are telling people to unlock them. And you will see them move with the wind, but they will be safe. But our guys are going out and checking every construction site, including our own.
Any other questions?
What's the word on how safe we are with Lake Okeechobee and the dike there and how full it is?
So they are releasing water today. Unfortunately, you know, that's more of the county's going to deal with that than us. But we did have a call with them today. I know they are going to be releasing some of the water. And once again, the path of the storm is going to dictate that.
And the prediction is, we heard today on our call with the county, that they're not looking for a lot of rainfall. It's going to be a wind event more than a rain event. So, and Grassy Waters is in good shape as well. So we think that will be fine.
Correct.
And with the difference between having a wind event versus a heavy rain event, what are some of the preparations or things that are really key to keep the
So whenever there's a wind event, you definitely want to hunker down more than, you want to run from water. And this is not going to be a water event, so, sheltering in place might be the best thing to do. Depending on the path of the storm, once again, if the path comes to us directly, we're going to be dealing with a lot higher winds. If it stays off the coast, as, some of the predictions are showing, we're not going to have as strong of a wind event. So once again, we're going to keep an eye on it, close eye on it, and we'll get information out as soon as we get it.
What can people do now to help mitigate whatever could potentially be a damaging effect from something such strong weather?
So one of the biggest thing is make sure that, all debris is picked up, all your lawn furniture, those kind of things are inside. Make sure you have enough water and food for at least 72 hours. And make sure you have a hurricane kit. And make sure that hurricane kit is got all the things in it, flashlights and radios and things of that nature, so that you'll be safe during the storm.
When we talk about evacuation from possible storm surge, about how many people, houses, families would you anticipate that if that call was ever made would be impacted?
So we have different zones. We have an A, a B, a C, and so forth zones. It just depends on which zones are starting to get evacuated. We're not to that point yet. We're going to be talking to the county again tomorrow morning, and once again, every morning that I've woke up at 5 a.m., the storm track has been different. The Euro models and the U.S. models have crisscrossed several times. So that all depends on what this storm does. And we'll have hopefully more information by later this evening, and definitely by tomorrow morning.
Are we doing anything different than Matthew?
Are we doing, no, it's a very similar storm, and that it's looking to come at, here as probably a 4, maybe a 3. So we're going to have a very similar storm in that nature of intensity. It's going to be a 3 or 4. It's a much bigger storm. So, you should be prepared. The way you're going to prepare is have your kits, have your food and water available, and make sure you do that. Yep.
This is maybe for the mayor, but does the city have anybody to help people put up their shutters? It's a pretty physically intensive process to do.
We don't really. We do know that several neighborhoods have come together and have, neighbors have been, even as I left this morning, somebody asked me if I needed some extra help. So I think neighbors helping neighbors are the best thing to do. We are doing outreach to the homeless to make sure that they have a place to go and get into a shelter. So we're addressing that as well.
And, now is a time where people are really starting to, make their walking plans, and they're going to the store, and events. Right now, what is it that you want to get across to people as they're kind of getting ready for the weekend, and now when they're doing activity? What is the kind of the crux of what you want to get out there to people in West Palm Beach?
So, I think the biggest thing is, like what we mentioned before, food and water is paramount. Make sure you have your kits available, and make sure you have a plan, whether it's an evacuation plan or whether it's a plan of communication with your family. Make sure you have the plan. We've seen that there's a lot of people out getting gas and food and water right now. You should be preparing now and not waiting, because if you wait too long and we don't have any more supplies coming in, you're going to be already behind. So you need to have everything prepared now and not wait.
So that kind of frenzy that we've seen,
Well, actually, that's good. I'm actually happy to see that, because that means people are preparing. And in the past, we have had issues with people preparing, but this time it seems like people are taking this serious, and they should. This is a very strong storm, and we need to keep an eye on it.
Does the city follow the same policy as far as first responders, when winds reach a certain amount, that you guys will not be able to answer to calls? And what is that?
Yes, so once we're, we'll make that decision based on the path of the storm and what winds are. However, when winds get to a certain speed, we are not going to answer calls anymore. If you're in an evacuation zone, last time with Matthew, a lot of people didn't heed to that zone, evacuation of their zones. We need you to, if we say evacuate, we need you to evacuate, because once the storm comes and we can't get to you, and if we can't get to you, we can't save you. So if we say evacuate and the county says evacuate, you need to evacuate.
And what does that mean for people who maybe have never been through this before? What access can they not get if they're in an evacuation, if they decide to stay in an evacuation?
So if you decide to stay in an evacuation zone and the wind speeds pick up past our capabilities where we can't go out, you're kind of on your own until you have the availability of getting back out there. And one of the things that we talked about this morning, once the storm does kind of clear and we were able to get back out, we're going to be busy clearing roads so we can get those emergency vehicles to you. So if you stay in a zone that we say evacuate, you are already behind and you're kind of on your own for a while.
Any other questions? Thank you, guys.